Welcome back, Scream Squad, and welcome to our part 2 of our hype slash disappointed slash video.
Hype slash the opposite of that.
Yeah. No. Okay, so we're back. We were talking about Halloween Horror Nights, Hollywood. We've never been to Hollywood. Have you ever been to Hollywood?
No.
I've never. Okay, so 4 reasons we are not going to Orlando this year. We have decided to change trajectory, and we are going to Los Angeles to go to not only Halloween Horror Nights, but we're going to Disney as well. I'm so excited. But we're not going to talk about this in the video. Okay, so the point is, we're very, very excited to be going to Hollywood this year. It's a totally new thing for us.
Yep.
We've never been to any other Halloween Horror Nights before. We've never been to that side of the country before. Well, that's not true. I've been to San Francisco. But we've never been to Southern California before. All new stuff, so we're very, very excited. So we are going to continue our hype list from the last video, which if you haven't seen that one,
It'll be linked somewhere.
Yeah, it'll be linked somewhere, and if you're going to Orlando, you should probably watch that one because that'd be more relevant to you. But if you're going to Hollywood, you're a Hollywood person. Oh, shout out in the comments if you're a Hollywood person, because we don't know any Hollywood people, and we like making friends. So, Hollywood people, shout out.
Yeah, let us know.
Okay, great. So, we're gonna start with we've got Stranger Things, The Last of Us, another one, Chucky,
Okay.
and Exorcist Believer.
Okay.
They're all coming to
So,
Hollywood.
We already spoke about our opinions about those
Yeah.
ones in the other video.
So we already have them. But, okay, and I know...
Man, you're jittering about this. I don't know what's going on.
I know that loads of you are like, about this one, but I am so excited. Because when I went to see this film, I remember coming out of there and I was like, man, it'd be a darn shame if this wasn't a Halloween Horror Nights house. And it's happening because it's Evil Dead Rise.
Oh, wow.
Ah!
Okay.
And the thing, some people were like, they did it last year, blah, 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 blah. So what happened was, they were supposed to, both coasts were supposed to get Evil Dead Rise last year, and it got delayed, so they chopped it 3 weeks into the thing. Orlando did Hellblock Horror. They gutted the house. They gutted it. They did not do a rehash of Evil Dead Rise. They completely gutted the house, and they made a new one, and they made Hellblock Horror. People, that property is very divisive in Orlando. People were very sort of cut up about that house, but I think they did a great job considering that. However, Hollywood had the Evil Dead Rise house made, and they just went, let's just change the title of it. And they didn't change anything.
Oh, really?
From what it looked like,
I didn't know.
everybody was like, oh yeah, here's...
It's like Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah, it was like a Universal Haunted Hotel or something. But we didn't see it. So I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yeah. No, I haven't seen that film yet. But
you should. Oh, you have to. That's another thing you have to watch. Oh, it's so good.
I got a lot I gotta catch up on.
And I have to talk to you guys about this. So for those of you that don't know, I never plugged this in the last video because I'm a damn fool. I make nails. I make press-on nails, but I also do nails on people here. And I did a set of just little nails with a chainsaw on it for one of my clients, and they tweeted it, and Alyssa Sutherland, who's the main character in that film, retweeted my nails, and I lost my car. Nothing happened. I didn't get famous or anything, or I didn't get 1 million subscribers, but it was awesome. Yeah. So I have a very personal connection to that movie now. So I'm a 10.
I'm gonna, I don't know if I'll get a chance to reevaluate my score after I see the film. So I'm gonna neutrally rank it and say 5. Because I think Evil Dead stuff is fun generally anyway.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say 5. Okay.
Okay.
If I like the film a lot, that score will go up. But we'll see.
Excited. So I'm a 10. We do need to talk about my general overall feelings and concerns for going to Hollywood, but we'll just talk about the properties for now. Okay, then we got Stranger Things, Exorcist, Last of Us, Chucky. Blah. Then we do have a Universal Monsters Unmasked house.
Okay.
Okay, so it's the same, but it's different. The exciting thing, because this is something John Murdy, but he's our guy now. He's our creative director.
Okay.
He lives in Mayo, by the way.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying. Yeah.
See, we're John Murdy. We're here now. We're coming. We might even be on the same flight. No, he's probably going to. Anyway, he probably goes from Shannon. This one is the same. The description is the same. It says, descend into the catacombs where you and your squad will face a new horde of monsters, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the Phantom of the Opera, Hunchback of Notre Dame, and the Invisible Man. But the cool thing that Hollywood does, that they don't do in Orlando, is John Murdy's friends with a bunch of people, and he's friends with Slash, and Slash does the music for the Universal Monsters houses, and he's he does an original music score for the house every year. And
That
he's doing
makes
it again.
totally different. That's nuts. That's crazy. Yeah.
So I'm so excited about that because I've always been so jealous that we don't get Slash music. It seems like it confuses me sometimes that the coasts don't work together more. Like, I know that they're different teams and all that kind of stuff, but it just seems like they should share. Honestly, like, share the Slash wealth. But anyway, some people like don't like that Slash does music, but
No,
that sounds like
cool.
a them
Yeah.
problem. Okay, cool. So that's exciting. There is more. So hold on, wait there. Here we go. Okay, so this year Hollywood does have another original. It is not a repeat because they're bastards for doing that. I shouldn't say that. They are notorious for repeats, and they are not doing that this year. Well, kind of. They're not doing that with an original. So this one is called. Oh, they are doing a repeat. We haven't seen it. Anyway, the one that's not a repeat is Monstros, the Monsters of Latin America. So, do you remember Chupacabra?
Yeah.
I'm gathering that they were like, okay, people liked that, and there's a big like Latin American demographic in Southern California.
Right. Okay.
So they're
It will appeal
like
to them, kind of thing.
and at Midsummer Scream, John Murdy did a whole thing about this. It's on. I don't know where I saw it, but people have recorded it, so it's on YouTube if you haven't seen it. It's very interesting. That's one of the great things about John Murdy. He will
Spill the beans.
He has gotten in trouble apparently before for spilling the beans way too early. But anyway, he did a really cool presentation on this house. But the blurb is, again, forgive me, ten cuidado with La Muerte as your guide. You and your Scream squad must try to survive 3 terrifying legends: the blood-sucking
Can I try it?
Tlahuelpuchi.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Tihuelpuchi.
I'm so sorry. Owl-faced witch La Lechuza, that one's an easier one, and bone-ripping El Silbon. So these are all like bird monster ladies.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he did a whole thing. He goes into the details of the characters and the ideas of where each one came from and the lore that they came from and everything. It's real cool. This house is going to be whopper. It's going to be so good.
It sounds super interesting. Not even, maybe this sounds like a fucking a cheesy thing to say, but a ton of cultural significance to it in terms of mythology and stuff to look into, rather than just here's a Viking ghost. Ooh, it seems rich or something.
That scare zone was disappointing.
Yeah.
Though. No, you were really beat up about that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's rank. I mean, hype.
Okay.
So we're going to this one. We will see this house. I'm going to be a 9 for this one because I've seen a lot of sketches and ideas, and I just think it's going to be. They have more time to put into their originals because there's less of them. So I think this will be good.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah, I'm definitely, and I haven't seen any of the sketches or anything, but even for the idea alone, and the whole thing's being organised by an Irish guy, which gives everything a +1 point.
Well, he's not Irish.
He's living in Ireland. It doesn't matter, it counts.
Yeah. He's male person.
But I would say 8 or 9 for this, just because even the idea sounds real cool.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then, so this is a repeat. So it's called Holidays in Hell. It's a year-long celebration. From New Year's Eve to Thanksgiving, your favourite holidays to celebrate with your friends are going to hell. 'Tis the season to scream in this holiday nightmare. The scarier, the merrier. So, many years ago, they did an original scare zone called Holidays in Hell, and it's basically all the sort of Santa and a turkey and
Scary Santa kind of thing.
there's definitely your man, the American guy for 4th of July, Mr. Sam.
Uncle Sam?
Uncle Sam, that's the one.
Hello, Mr. Sam.
Yeah, Mr. Sam. So he basically has taken, and the Easter Bunny and stuff, and he's taken all, icons of the holidays and made them look all scary, and then now he's put them in the house, but he has actually done this house before. So this is a repeat.
But not for us,
Not for
We've
us.
never seen it before.
We get to see it. I think people quite liked this house. I think this was generally well received, so.
Sounds like a fun idea.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And if an idea works, why not repeat it several times? I don't really know. I'm assuming it's a cost thing as to why they do that. But if you think about it, I've sort of thought about this before. I think Hollywood gets maybe slapped on the wrist a bit too much by super spoiled. Like, we get new stuff every single year. We basically never get repeats, but every other haunt in existence repeats things because haunts are expensive. It's expensive to make these things.
And ideas are hard.
Ideas are hard. So I think, like, that's one thing that I've had to kind of, like, calm down. Oh, the battery. Oh, no.
What? Quickly.
What?
Keep going.
I've lost track.
Ideas are hard.
Ideas are hard.
But this sounds good.
Yeah.
This sounds
and
fun.
we're excited.
I would say 6 or 7 for me.
I'm going to go with 6 or 7 as well.
Okay, cool.
Battery is running low, so we
We'll
may have to...
keep going.
We're going to keep going?
Yeah.
Do we have another battery?
Nope.
Oh, shit.
We're going to keep going.
We can charge it.
Yeah. And then we'll come back at, like, in half an hour and do it
Yeah,
again,
maybe
if
we
have
should
that
just
time.
do that.
Well,
we just keep
go.
going?
We'll go
Will
till
it
it
go for it?
dies. We'll go till
okay.
it dies.
Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Okay. Then, so the...
Don't panic.
We're panicking.
Don't panic.
Okay. So the one thing that Hollywood has that Orlando does not have is the Tram Tour, which is the backlot tour, which we will be doing at some point during the day, and I'm very excited about.
Yeah, same.
They turn it into basically a giant scare zone. So they have, when you're on the tram, they generally have some sort of storyline going on the video screen when you're making your way down there. It's usually about a guy called Hollywood Harry, who was invented by Eli Roth, the director. And he was like, he has been the Hollywood kind of unofficial icon, I guess, for years past.
So reoccurring every year, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
But only kind of on the Tram Tour, and he's only kind of like, he's like the host of the Tram Tour.
Right.
But this year, they decided, oh, remember when Orlando did that bug thing last year and people seemed to like it? Let's do it! So, I can't escape it apparently.
Yes.
The Tram Tour this year is bug themed.
Yes.
It's called Terror Tram The Exterminators with a Z. To get out of copyright infringement, John Murray puts a Z at the end of everything. Or
Smart.
just puts loads of X's at the end. They have this scare zone, I don't know if it's still one called Toxic Tunnel, but every year they just put another X in the toxic.
It's like toxic.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Terror Tram is back, and this time the bugs are taking over. Tour guide Larry Larva and his bug-headed exterminators are out to get rid of humans with the help of his killer new pesticide. You'll be swarmed by many-legged horrors who will worm their way into your fears. You'll end with a walkthrough of Jupiter's Claim from Jordan Peele's film. No, they just want that in there. So they recreated, they made the film set from the film Nope.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, neither have I, and they put it down there.
Huh.
So that's just kind of funny that they threw that in. But the point is, Terror Tram is basically, you get, from what I know, you get to walk around where you don't get to on the daytime tour. So you get to walk past, like, the War of the Worlds plane and all that kind of stuff. And it's basically a giant scare zone. Like, they've done The Purge before, and I think they've done, I can't really remember, they've done a few different themes down there. But, so it's basically a giant scare zone. So when it comes to the bug thing, I'm happy to go through a scare zone with bugs because it's not like enclosed in my face type of thing.
Cramped spaces with legs.
Yeah,
poking out at you.
and what I've seen from the house from last year, because I went through it but I didn't really see it, like, some of the bugs in it were not going to be as scary as I kind of thought they were going to be. So I'm excited for the Terror Tram, regardless.
For me, it sounds like it's mostly going to be guys with human bodies with bug masks on.
Yeah.
And, like, probably spray things that spray smoke or whatever.
Yeah.
Which will probably be cool, but it doesn't sound necessarily the same vein as the Bug House last time.
Yeah, it's not got like a 1950s theme or anything through it. It's just like, it's just bugs. Now, what I have not been able to get information about is shows and scare zones. It looks like they haven't announced them yet, which things to do. Let me just see.
Leaving it kind of late.
Well, I mean, they've all left everything real late. That's been annoying, honestly. I think it's hard. That's why one of the reasons it's been hard for us to make videos, because they didn't announce anything, and it is hard. Like, I find speculation season works better when there are announcements sprinkled in, because you have something to kind of go with. It's really, I find it difficult when you're just grasping at straws. Oh, the merch!
We might do a little
But it starts next week. Why isn't there a show announced yet? Is there no show? We'll insert clip here if Chloe finds later that there is actually information on this. We interrupt this message for another message from future Chloe. Hello. There's been an update. They've announced stuff for HHN Hollywood and I'm very excited. Wow. I'm going to start off, first of all, let's talk about the scare zones. So they announced 3 scare zones. So just as a sort of a backstory, if anybody has been following the HHN Hollywood, John Murdy kind of sort of saga for the last, like, let's say 6-7 years, you know that he puts a Z at the end of a lot of things. Initially, he has said that it's for copyright reasons, but honestly, at this point, I think he just does it for funsies, because the first of the 3 scare zones is called Ghosts with a Z. So I'm very excited about it, but I just think it's funny that he's still putting Z's on the end of everything. Here we go. Anyway, as soon as you enter the event, a horde of blood-soaked, chainsaw-wielding ghosts will descend upon you and your Scream Squad. They won't give up on that. These spectral horrors will haunt you. So that's all it is, but basically it's going to be bloody chainsaw-wielding ghosts at the start of the event as you walk in, which is always welcomed. So that's great. So then the second scare zone is another Z. It's called Toys. A maniacal toy maker is using dark magic to bring evil toys to life, including porcelain doll, teddy bear, nutcracker, and ballerina. Now these devilish dolls are after you and your friends. They didn't break up the squad there, which I think is good. This description and title reminds me of the Child's Play scare zone from, was it 2019? The third scare zone is going to be El Terror de las Momias. Villagers unearthed an ancient army of mummies. Now you and your squad are the targets of their cursed wrath. And if you manage to escape, you won't get away from Muerte and the goddess of death. Muerte, I thought, was just the Spanish word for death. So I'm guessing it's from death and the goddess of death. So fair. So there's the scare zones. They all sound really, really good. There's only 3. I don't know the layout of Hollywood. I don't really know how it works. I know in the past they have had scare zones as you have exited houses that have like been like a connection of the house. So it's like the house continues as you leave throughout a scare zone. So I don't know if like any of these have anything to do with that. It didn't really say, and I haven't looked up much about it because honestly, guys, I'm at the point now where I'm like avoiding Twitter or whatever it's called now, X. Stupid. And I'm like trying to avoid any kind of spoilers. So yeah, I don't know where these are coming out of or what's going on, but I'm very excited. Now, let's talk about the really exciting thing. They have 2 shows this year, and people who've been going to Hollywood for the last million years know that every single year they have the Jabberwockies, which I've never seen, and I have no reason to believe that this is a bad show. But all I've heard from people is that anytime they hear the Jabberwockies are coming back, everybody just goes, ugh. So I'm assuming that everybody's as excited about this as I am. Nothing against dance shows. It's just, it's not what we go there for, guys. So it's not what the fans go for. Anyway, so there's 2 shows. It's very exciting. I'll start with the stage, the big stage show. So it's called The Purge Dangerous Waters, which I know some of you guys are sick of The Purge. I know that. I'm not. I'm sorry. I think that if they brought The Purge back as a scare zone, slightly changed every single year, I would be happy, because honestly, I think The Purge makes such a good scare zone, and I'm very excited for it being a stunt show. I think it's going to be great. So take from that what you will, but I know y'all hate Purge, but I don't. But anyway, I don't know how this is going to work though. Listen to this. A politician escapes to an island to avoid the Purge. So I don't know, first off, where the heck this is going to be set. Like, it's obviously not in like a big city in the States, because where are the islands? When the Purgers find them, it ignites a fiery EDM show as they fight to survive. I googled EDM and it is electronic dance music. So there is obviously going to be a dance music element to this, but I don't mind that. I mean, and I don't dislike the dance shows. I want a variety show, and everybody does. Everybody wants like stunts and horror theme and a story as well as dancing. Do you know what I mean? So super excited for this. I gather it's going to be in the Waterworld stage, and I don't know yet if the Waterworld show is going to be running during Horror Nights, because I don't see how it can, but I don't know anything about these things, so who am I? So then let's go, last thing is super exciting. It's Blumhouse behind the scenes. So take a behind the scenes look at some of your favorite and upcoming Blumhouse films with a killer surprise. Guys, big spoiler alert. If you don't want to be spoiled at all for this show, skip now. Just like a minute or 2 ahead. But spoiler alert, the Horror Nights Twitter account did confirm that they're going to have Five Nights at Freddy's stuff with this. I'm so excited, because I'm so excited about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. And my friend is like, she's into horror movies as well. We kind of go together, and she was like, oh, but it's going to be like PG-13. And I was like, I don't, like, who cares? Like, it's going to be awesome. So yeah, so that's really exciting. So we've got all of our stuff announced now for Hollywood. Pretty sure Hollywood is starting this coming weekend, which hopefully I've gotten the video up beforehand, but we'll see how that goes.
But yeah, so that's 3 scare zones and 2 shows, and now back to you, past Chloe and Will, who know nothing.
We will, if it is Jabberwockies, we're not going to make it a priority. However, we spent money today and we did buy Hollywood's RIP tour. It was over €400 each, but with Hollywood, you get access to Horror Nights, which you don't actually get with the RIP tour as far as I know in Orlando. You get fed. You get, first of all, RIP access to all the houses once, then they give you Express for the rest of the night.
It does work out.
I priced 2 nights with Express and it's basically the same. But, so the way we're doing it is we're going to do the RIP tour. I'm so excited about it. I think it's going to be really, really worth it. We'll let you know if it's worth it because we will vlog the whole thing. Oh, the other thing about Hollywood, we can film inside the
Yeah, we're going to film the whole thing.
We're going to film the whole thing. So this is what's super exciting as well. But we also get, you're forced to go see the show, essentially. If you want to skip it, you can, but you just sit outside the arena. So you may as well go see the show. So we will see whatever show they have. But let's talk about just some sort of fears I have personally about Hollywood. Hollywood has, since it started back up again all those years ago, has been the lesser of the 2 events in America. Like, the houses are renowned for having, like, rooms of nothing, like black walls, like, you know, just the Stranger Things house is, the Stranger Things 2/3 house is, like, renowned for being, like, one of the worst houses that has ever existed.
Really?
Oh, yeah. That was what people think is that Netflix was so upset by that house
the reason that they were like, no more.
Yeah, that's one of the rumours. But I am excited and I am hoping that I am, like, my expectations are exceeded because I'm going in with, like, excitement, but my expectations are lower than they would be going to Orlando.
I think, for me anyway, I feel like we're putting a lot of stock in, like, it's something new. That's what will make this trip, you know, exciting and everything. So if it's something new and way better than we're expecting, then that's a bonus. But it being something new is exciting in itself.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm happy
like,
with that. Like,
that's going to be, just going to a new park in itself and a new Halloween Horror Nights is going to be so exciting. So, like, hopefully our expectations are exceeded and it's awesome. Get to it, John Murdy. Get them houses done. But yeah, then the other bonus thing is we are pretty sure now we're going to go to Knott's Scary Farm. Yeah. So we're not going to go during the day, we're just going to go to Knott's Scary Farm, and I'm not going to go into it in this video, but I might we'll vlog it, but apparently this year they've, like, brought back things that they had in the past, they got rid of over COVID, and, like, it's just going to be one of the best years, and we were like, we can't get over there and then not go. Because it's kind of out of the way from where we are, but we were like, we can't not go. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So we're very excited about that. If you're going to Hollywood, let us know. And let us know when you're going. We're going at the very, very end of the trip, so at the end of the run. So let us know if you're there. If anyone has any advice, tips, or tricks about going to Hollywood, if you've been to both coasts, let us know what the big differences are. We'd love to know. We'd love to know what you think about the Hollywood houses this year, and if you're going, if you're not going, if you're going to both, we'd love to hear how excited you are as to one or the other. But yeah, we're going to sign off there. If you want to check out Will's channel, look up at one of the little bibbidi boos I have up here.
Or in the description or something.
If you've missed the Orlando video, look either here or here. And if you want to see our vlogs from last year, look here or here. And also, if you want to buy some press-on nails, I haven't done my Halloween Horror Nights set yet, but that is coming. You can check the link in my description for my press-on nail shop. Thank you for watching. If you've gotten all the way through 2 videos, you get bonus points.
Hopefully this worked out. Hopefully it's not a mess.
It will be a mess, but it's always fine. That's why you come back for us, because we are the messiest of the Halloween Horror Nights bunch. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the fog, and happy Halloween! Bye!
Okay,
We did it!
Now I need your thumbnails.
We did. Oh shit!